Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19, and this is the very first DLC review, the Anderson Group DLC. So as usual in a lot of the formats that I do for first looks, we're going to take a walk around each machine, and we've got a test little lot set up, and we'll go through and check out some of the features on them and see what we think, and see what you guys think. So, the Baler. The one that everyone, I think, is more interested about than pretty much the whole entire pack. And let's just zoom out for a second and take a look what's in the pack. And for $9.99, I think there's quite a lot. Granted, this is me speaking, there is a lot of bale handling equipment. So starting over here. All of this back row here, minus the yellow thing, there, and there, bale handling. A lot. You got the two inline wrappers, the bale shredder for straw, the bale wrapper, mixer, or food mixer for the cows, another food mixer for the cows, a random piece of forestry equipment in here, and obviously the bio baler. And the front bumper, which I don't know what it's for, whether it's for the bio-baler or what. That is everything. Quite a lot of equipment. So, I guess we'll look around this. So, the bio-baler. Pretty stout-looking piece of machinery. It's built tough. It needs to be too. Let's get rid of the controls though. And two PTOs coming out, one for the flail mower there, one for the actual mechanism inside. Big strong looking arm. The central PTO there. You can sway this out left and right, also you can lift up and down the chains there. You can put wider tyres on it, which you can see here. This is with the wider tyres. Straw blower. Now, this company is from Canada, believe it or not. I believe Quebec area. I'm not 100%. So sometimes you'll look at some of the machinery and go, that looks very American. Not quite American. Canadian. Now this stuff we'll take out of the grass as well. Some stuff I'm not going to show because I don't feel there's a need. This is an interesting machine. The Hybrid X Tractor. Pretty neat control panel, actually. I just noticed that. And that's the engine throttle right there. Lights on and off, but there's no button for the lights. Huh, that's cool. No configs on that, neither. Forestry crane. Haven't got anything set up for that. It's neat little forestry crane. Something that I'm not really too fussed about, but it's small where if you're doing tiny operations on farms, it would be pretty cool. One of the Smart Mix A1000. What was this? Oil. Oh, for the gearbox probably. So it looks like there's either some glass, oh, sort of, when I say glass, I mean perspex sort of thing, Lexan, but tinted there. That's pretty cool. And sensors or whatever there. This one does have the indicators, but it has a slow moving vehicle sign, so points to a North American feel. I'm not sure. Oh, you must be able to drop it from the rear. That's cool, actually. I like that. The RB M2000 here. And this is what I mean by the lights. Just a brake light, no indicator. Usually the American stuff, the indicator will flash on those, but these don't. Doesn't seem to be anyway. So this is a round bale loader. Looks of things. This is the one I'm really interested in looking at. This is the RBM Pro 2000, the one that's got the weird ass crane on it for the round bales. Look forward to trying that out, and we will be. You want to get over this stuff. And the models on them are, as you would expect, really good. Although, again, the light in there. You see the chocks there and where they go. They all look, and it's one thing I saw from watching real videos of these machines working. I say machines, implements, whatever you want to call them, are working, is they are stout. They are built heavy. Looks like you got an outside valve block there if you so wish, probably for unloading. You know, what's this down here? I'm not sure what they are. Solenoids, maybe? There's the data plate. Yeah, you can see it right there. Manufactured in... I can't quite make that out. Quebec, Canada. That's sick. That's pretty sick. And Michelin tires. So some of them you can put Michelins on. Some you can't. No, the rest are trial works like this. Alright, over to the next one. This is the Stack Pro. This is, I believe, the square bale one right here. Huge hydraulic pipes coming off of that hydraulic pump there. Dang. Oh, dang. And that's got brake and indicator. And they're just... You look like some of the machines in Farm Sim. And this isn't me just going, oh, this DLC's amazing. It's me saying, just look how well built these are. Oh, that's cool. Whoa. I zoomed in way quicker than I was expecting. If the sun wasn't in the way there. Made in Canada. I gotta represent here. Gotta represent considering I'm over here. That's sick. This is the Smamix A950. So basically bigger brother of the other one. That's down yonder. So, without further ado, let's see these working. Because I think that's kind of what we're all here for. I've not messed around with them yet. So even I don't know what they're like to work with. I like stuff like that when you can actually see the control panels. Pretty sick. So, we've got a John Deere 900, geez, no, 7,000 here. And we have some bales over there. So why not get some stacking? Now, I got to get into this a lot first. It's going to be a nightmare. And just something I'm going to do for myself. Switch off autosave. Yes. I don't want to have to set all of this back up. I really don't. That took forever. Alright, can we get in? We should be able to. So, as far as what equipment am I going to use, I'm going to use stuff that isn't so standard. So, and excuse me when I do this. I had to use, well, I didn't have to, but I used the GPS to get set up yesterday. Stuff like this, which is just a simple bale grab, or a autoloader if you like. I'm not going to bother showing off, it's pretty standard if you like. Something like this is what I want to show off, and it's something that I'm actually really intrigued about. So I don't know if I've got enough round bales to really show this off. All of these bales are just straight grass. Unfortunately, I fast forwarded and then realized, well, crap. The grass grew. So it does look kind of funky, but at the end of the day, it's not taken away from what we're showing here, which is this machine working. Alright, so we'll open up the F1. And we hit B for it to go into work, which will probably be left bumper A, B, G's, X, wow, English. So let's come up to the belt. Cool, cool. Now all of this is going to have a purpose because we're going to unload it and be able to use the line thing. Just such a mechanical way of doing things. I like this. Okay, I missed. Every video I've seen, they don't show the third bale going on. So I wanted to see what that looked like. This is only 20% full, so it does hold quite a lot. So just watch how that works. So it's got a bar there to catch it. And it just lifts slightly higher. That's cool. Pretty cool. So we'll go along, grab these. We'll just do a final 2 here. So we've got a bit of a stack in case I've got another one to show. This pack's got so many in, I honestly forget what's what. And to keep it sort of timely and not stupidly long so you guys get bored. Alright, so now we're going to go unload this on the side of the field here. So we'll hit Y. Can it change config? No, hit Y. So they're going to start rolling back here. Magically. And it's going to start dropping them. So you can abort the unload here, we'll unload here. Then this will push them down. Of course, if we didn't have so little on it, would be able to slide them off very easy. And there you go, you see the bales settle in there. And that's it. And lower the platform down, and this is good to rock and roll. So that was the RM Pro? Yeah. The RBM 2000 Pro. So we'll let that fold back up. Alright, we'll move on to the biomass here. So at this point in the video, I'm going to say, and I should have said very early on, if you guys are liking what you are seeing so far, there is a link in the description for my affiliate link through Giants to get the DLC. It helps me out, it helps Giants out. It's the same price as normal. Just leave it there. It works with Steam, it works with if you've got the game through Giants. So if you guys saw that, when it's parked, it's basically on the ground, so we'll lower it down, and you can see the hydraulic rams lower it down. This is probably a heavy beast, I would imagine. Also, something I've noticed using a mod for the no clip stuff, if you clip inside, the detail in here is phenomenal. You see all the chains, the rams, and no doubt all of this moves. You can see how strong and built it is. It's probably a bit stronger in there than a normal Baler, that's for damn sure with what it's dealing with. You can see the flail mower down there. Just, yeah, it looks nasty. Just straight nasty. So, what we'll do... Oh, it also has no lights on it, which... It has working lights. Does it? Or is that just... Does it even have working lights? No, it has no lights. Kind of surprising, considering how big it is. But then if it's a forestry application, then it really doesn't need to be on the road much, no. So, you can move it side to side, like I was saying earlier. So, that's that ram there. You can kick it over. A few of you guys caught that in the featurettes and stuff like that. One that was never really shown, I don't think, if we can get a good view of it, is the chains here, so you can lift them all the way up. And it looks like the chains do actually move a little bit dynamically with where they are. So for what it's worth right now, we'll have that cranked all the way up. And we'll fire this up. And drop the header down. Which drops the whole entire machine down. Interesting. So there's no different noise, which is kind of disappointing. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of hoping for some weird noise coming out of this thing like a wood being chipped, but nope. So I think you... Yeah, no, you can't. It is one row at a time. These haven't been fertilized, they haven't been anything, so everything, like all of that's switched off in the game for this game save. So what you're seeing as far as the yield goes, take it for what you will. you can see it being formed in there. So making the turn, kicking it back over. This is where it's going to be a pain in the ass, unless you leave rows with it. So I at least want to get a couple of bales to see what they look like. And to test how they load. Does the auto-loader work with them? I'm not too sure. So it does look like we've got a new icon as well for... Oh no, is it the standard icon for wood chips? Because I guess it's just bales of wood chips. That I'm not too sure about. I'll be completely honest. So you can hear a faint beep. I don't know about you guys, but that's incredibly faint. So to unload it, should be as normal. Yep. And as we're like that, this is a perfect opportunity. Shut it down and take a look at stuff. On the inside, without clipping in. And the bale itself in decent light. No, the object is obviously too heavy. That is an interesting looking bale, for sure. And probably actually kind of heavy. Alright, we'll shut that. We'll fire it back up. So the working speed seems to be about 4 miles an hour, which isn't too shabby. And get to the end of this row. So that was the bio baler. We'll shut that down. Move this over here. Can you park it with this being extended like that? You can. It kind of isn't happy about it, but it would do it. Alrighty, so the next one that I'm kind of intrigued about, as far as bale stacking goes, is this beast right here. So this is the Stack Pro. So we'll try and squeeze it out in between all of this. And we'll go along and grab a load of square bales and get them in a row for the inline wrapper. So I do want to demonstrate using both square and normals. Put the arm out as per usual. So again, these are grass bales for silage. I'm not sure how much all of these can hold. They're probably a decent amount. You may be wondering what's the bumper for, and that's kind of where I'm at too. Is the bumper for the bio, or is it for the bales? I think it's for the bio. Baler. Be completely honest with you. Now it does seem this is a bit more forgiving than some of the others, that's for sure. The way you can spin the bale around and it'll just go, nope, not going to pick that up. So we'll do... Well, we'll leave that as done. And the same sort of scenario, we'll come down here and we shall unload this, which is probably going to be like every square bale unloader out there. It does appear to be so. So this has got indicators. Obviously you saw the brake lights there. No working lights, but obviously got work lights, lights there for normal headlights. So yeah, this is very much like a normal unloader, so we can have a good look at everything there. Big hydraulic tank. All the manual valves there. Guess it needs to be. I wouldn't want to run this manual. That's kind of cool. You can see the ram in this. Got the cup there that presumably hooks onto this, so it lifts it so far, and then the rest of the rams take over. These ones, pretty cool. Alright, that's that unloaded. Alright, as that is actually going on, what we shall do is jump over to... Which one does what? Alright, this is the perfect time to go into the store, actually, and have a look at all of the Anderson stuff. Something that I should have done at the beginning, but I didn't. So, you've got the IFX 720 extractor, 30 grand, and that does round bales. Work speed of 3 mile an hour, because you can jump in it to move it around slightly. And 13 horse engine on it. You've got the Hybrid X, which can do both square and round, which is 34 grand, 20 horse engine, again working speed of 20 mile an hour. The A700 feed mixer, standard feed mixer, requires 120 horse and holds 23,475 litres. You've got the A950, 115 grand, holds 29,393, requires 145 horse tractor. We've got the straw blower, 80 horse, can hold 2 bales. Whether it's round or square, I'm not too sure, probably round. It's a typical blower. Conventional, what I would say is a conventional bale wrapper here for the round bales. You can't kick it off to the left or right. One thing I've noticed on that, which I will show you. Round bales, and that is 19,500. And I have to come out of that because I just lost my mouse cursor. Thank you, Courseplay, for that. Back to that. Straw blower, by the way, costs 37 grand. You guys can read that though. The RBM 2000, 50,300, requires 130 horse, holds 24 bales. That's for rounds. The RBM Pro 2000 holds 24, requires 130, and is 72,200. So they hold the same amount, but how does that work actually? I don't ask questions. The Stack Pro, which we literally just looked at, holds 16 bales, requires 175 horse, and is 89,000 dead on the nail. The TSR 3450 is 57 grand, needs 130 horse, and holds 14 bales, and that is a square bale wrapper. Bought 2 apparently. Did I actually buy 2? And the bumper. Ah, apparently it's for the bio baler. There you go. The bio baler requires 200 horse. The bales are 2,000 litres. Work speed of 4 mile an hour, and is 99,500. Now, if you upgrade the tyres, you're looking over 100 grand. Just saying. The M160, the log grab, is 90 grand. Doesn't need a tractor to run it. Don't know how, but it doesn't. I think it's just through hydraulics. And that is everything in the Anderson pack. There is a lot of stuff. As I said at the beginning, a lot of stuff. So the extractor and the bale wrapper, you can, if we go into it, you can change... Wrong one. You can change the foil colour. So your standard colours there, which is cool. And same if we go over here. Again, you can change them. Pretty cool. So we're back out of this. So the one we need to do the squares is actually the other one. So what we'll do is we'll jump in this to demonstrate this. We'll fire her up. And I presume it's a little Honda engine or a Briggs on the back end of this. I don't know if it's a V-twin. But let's just say it's a Honda engine because it's red. I don't know. So this is the working speed on it. Obviously you need a tractor to move it around at any efficient speed. And for some reason you can operate the indicators in here. It does have lights, genuinely has working lights on it, which is nice. No horn or anything like that to be expected. So what we should do is we'll move that a bit closer. We'll jump into the John Deere here. As I hit the wrong button. We'll hook it up, and we are going to need to get ourselves a telehandler because, well, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I wasn't ill prepared and didn't have a telehandler already. Should have got that last night when I was setting up. I forgot. My bad on that one. That I will edit out, and we shall skip through a good chunk of that. So, I will be back momentarily. Alrighty, so we are back with the wrapper thing. Name escaped me. And we have a skid loader instead of it. Did we just get stuck? I'll unfold it, see if that helps. We are actually stuck. Well, I'm leaving this in. Wow. Well, skid steer to the rescue, I guess. So that thing cannot traverse, obviously, uneven ground. Now, the question I now have, now that's happened, is what happens if it actually gets stuck when it's unloading bales? Now, bear in mind, this is obviously a stock Giants map. So can't even use the excuse of, well, it's not a Giants map. Wow, that's actually properly stuck. Okay, I guess we're getting the tractor. Only me. I'm telling you, only me could have this stuff like this. Now, I imagine people would usually cut this out. Whether I will or not is another story. To be honest, it shouldn't be doing it. Not getting stuck that easy, I wouldn't have thought. I get it though, it's... Oh yeah, I've kind of got the wheels off kilter here. Now, if anyone is wondering, yes, you can start the machine up and have the engine running. Now, it doesn't take fuel or anything like that, which I don't know how I feel about that. I'd like to see machines like this that in real life need fuel to actually need it in game. Now, granted, everything in game's diesel, and this is obviously petrol or gas, whatever, wherever you're from, whatever you call it. But it would be nice. Just a thought. Okay, we'll drop that down now. And we'll just move this ahead slightly, just in case we run into issues. Jump into this. This is incredibly slow. Taking this back from the shop. Yeah, I thought I would do something different because I thought, no, everyone's going to use telehandlers. I want to use this, something different. Yeah, I kind of forgot how slow it was. And I'm not using a proper bale grab purely because I hate those things. Alright, we'll unfold it. And we'll open F1 because I don't know if we need to do anything. Wrong button. Wrong button. Jeez. In here, fold, unfold, stop engine. No, I think we're good to go. And that has got black Baler up. So we'll stab the bale here. And I'm not sure how precisely you need to get this on it or not. Kind of precisely before it will actually take the bale. So we'll do like 2. I don't want to draw this video out longer than it already is. I've seen how long it is right now in the raw and cut stage, and if you ask me, it's kind of a bit too long. Now, if you want to see more of this, I will more than likely be, mainly the bio baler, be using this in my live stream tonight. Let's watch how it wraps a couple of them there. So basically it wraps it in one big tube, which is pretty cool. And if you wanted to call it quits there, I imagine... Oh, from the outside actually you can hit unload bales, which is really cool. So that push it and carry on wrapping. And then you got two of them as is. That moves forward. Hopefully there's enough room there for that. Yep, there is. And there you go. You've got two bales, and you can cut them open, which I will demonstrate now. Are they glitching? They kind of looked a little weird. So you can cut them open, like that. And now we've got a brand new texture that we've never seen before in the game. Which is pretty cool. And then you can cut open this one as well. And that's your silage bales. So, with that being said, let's jump into this and move this over to where we have our square bales. And we'll have a look at a few of those. Pretty much going to be the same sort of scenario over there, I imagine. Okay, we're at the Hybrid X, so this one can take both round and square bales. Probably be the one most people will end up buying, so we'll jump into this. Fire it up. It has a slightly bigger engine, so we actually didn't take time to look at. Wait, is this actually a fuel shut off there? I wonder what that was. You could probably almost make out what engine that is. That may say Yamaha or something there, actually. Anyway, I digress, as usual. Into the skid steer. Oh, actually, we need to unfold this. Something happened down there. What is that bar? Oh, it's where the receiver goes. The hitch. It folds. Oh, cool. Little details like that I know a lot of people miss. So this can only take one bale at a time, so this is where these bale forks that can only take one bale at a time really come into play here. Again, I'm only going to do the same scenario, load a couple of bales into it, no need to do any more. And to show you guys how this works. Now I feel that for something like this, a skid steer is actually probably really good for it. And I drop it in there and just watch it wrap. Very much like the Coon, I think it is, bale wrapper that we've got, the square one. It's actually one of my first times really using this skid steer too. Need to use it more on my my normal videos. And drop that up. Shut that down. What was it to unwrap it, unload again? That one. So we'll push those through, that'll drive forward. Oh, that's some weird stuff going on there. That's kind of cool, actually. So right there... Oh, that doesn't look good. Hang on, curiosity's got me now. This could go horribly, horribly wrong. Some of you that know me know what I'm looking at. That center section of those two bales where the wrap is, that looks like that's dynamic, which means it's probably the easiest way of putting it, like the hydraulic hoses and stuff in the game. Or grass where it bends. I'm wondering if I lift one side up, if... well... it could break the game, I don't know. So it says it's silage bales and it's 4,000 litres. It's doing it. It is dynamic. It's like a damn accordion. Oh, that's too funny. Anyway, that's my fun over with. So we'll cut this open so you guys can see the texture here. The texture on these, to me, looks incredibly flat. It almost reminds me of FS13 Bales. Actually, scrap that. FS11 Bales is what this reminds me of. I would say, and this is just a small thing, but if this is going to be a major feature now, Giants, if any of you guys are at the office watching, I would update these textures so they're better. They're not detailed. They look very plain and boring. If you look at that and then compare it to that, now I understand it's wrapped, so all the spiky bits aren't going to be stuck out. It looks very flat. Not much depth to it. Yeah, I don't know the way to describe it. It reminds me very much of the FS11, 13 Bales. Anyway, we'll shut this down. Jump into the tractor. And we'll head over to one of the auto loaders for the round bales and see if it will pick up the bio baler. Okay, I just wanted to stop here and apologise because I did actually buy 2 of this same loader by the looks of things for the square wraps, or square bales. Apologies for that one. So we're here with this. I'm not sure if this is square or round, to tell you the truth. Bale handler. So here we go, confirmed. It will auto load these bales, which is cool. That's literally all I wanted to do. It recognizes it as a round bale, which is awesome. So I'm going to bid you guys farewell here. I hope you have enjoyed my first look. I don't know how long it's going to be. I hope it to God it's not stupidly long, like some of them are, but if it ends up being, apologies, but I felt like it did need to be detailed. Hopefully I've covered everything that's kind of got your guys curious. My thoughts on it, I think for the first DLC, everyone's going to complain. They always are. It is decent. I like it. I like the fact that we've got some new features added into the game. This brand new feature. Again, the rounds over there. The bio bale stuff. This machine here. You look on YouTube, and you've probably seen it on YouTube. I have several times, and actually quite several years ago, but never cottoned on the fact it was Anderson. Again, a new feature. I think it's cool. I think it's going to add some new stuff to the game. Just because you're from the UK, just because you're from wherever country you're from, and these aren't there, like you think, doesn't mean they don't exist. Do your research, because as far as the UK and the Irish community go, these are in this company. Anderson is in the UK, and I see a lot of that because it's not from your area, you snub it. But guess what? The game isn't made for you. It's made for everybody. Every Tom, Dick, Harry, everyone. It's not just made for one community. So with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I recommend it. I think it's good. Again, link is in the description down below for my affiliate link. Helps me out, helps Giants out, and it works on Steam, and obviously if you've got the game through Giants. Until next time, whenever the next DLC may drop, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.